We're down in the Eastern Cape at St. Francis Bay, and going to be trying a little bit of slow pitch jigging, which is a bit of a new technique, something that I haven't really done much of before. But we've just got some new lures in. They've just arrived in South Africa. Iron River has brought them in. It's the Cultivar slow pitch jig. It's made by Owner, so they're extremely well made. They've got a sort of a center weighted system so that when they drop, they flutter. So they don't sink down extremely fast, but the way that they work is you lift them up and then you allow them to drop with a little flutter. And this is very, very attractive to fish, not just game fish, but basically any predator. So resident reef fish, which are predatory and which eat other fish, are going to be enticed by these slow pitch jigs. They come in 3 different sizes. Well, they probably come in more, but there are 3 sizes that have been brought into South Africa at this stage. It's a 40 gram, a 60 gram, and an 80 gram jig. The way that you use these, basically you go about 1 gram per meter if the current or the wind isn't too strong, if you're going to be fishing them vertically like that. So a 40 gram jig, you'll use up to about 40 meters or so, and the 80 gram jig you'll probably use up to about 80 or 90 meters depending on the sea conditions. Bringing something up from 45 meters. We're a bottom fish of some sort, I think. These jigs do come unrigged, so what we do is we rig them. I've got some of the Owner Stinger assist hooks, so I'll just put 2 of those on the top. They're very, very sharp hooks, extremely sharp, and they're actually pretty strong for their size as well. And then what I'll just do is put another sharp little hook on the bottom of the jig, and basically that means that no fish is going to miss it. If a fish grabs it at the bottom, he's going to get hooked on that one. If he grabs it at the top, he'll be hooked on one of these. But during the fight, when he shakes his head and he rolls around, you'll often get another hook into him, and that spreads the load somewhat, and you're not putting all the strain onto one of these small hooks. So when you're bringing the fish up, normally you're actually spreading the load between a couple of different hooks. These jigs are an amazing lure to use for a massive variety of fish. If you're fishing bottom resident reef species, you can get anything from grouper, snappers, emperors, all your sea breams, pretty much any species of fish that will eat another injured fish is pretty much going to eat one of these. So they're great lures. We've been using them here at Cape St. Francis. We've caught over a dozen species of fish on them in 2 days of fishing. So they've really, really been productive, and I think that these are something that are going to be a bit of a game changer. Right, we'll just bringing my jig up from 50 meters. Something ate it right at the bottom. Hasn't given much of a fight, but it's just like a kind of a dead weight. Oh, here we go. Well, that's a first for me. My first ever hake. A deep water hake or stockfish. That's what we've got at 50 meters. A little slow pitch jig. Look at that guy. Teeth everywhere. Not a very strong fighter, but something different. Another species for me. I don't know how many hake get released around here, but we'll let this guy go. Well, that was something really different. Deep water hake in 50 meters of water on a jig. Something new for me. Yeah, if you're using jigs, you don't need bait on the boat. Save you money, save you cleaning the boat, save you cleaning your clothes. You don't come home smelling so bad. So go out and get yourself some of these slow pitch jigs. It's the Cultivar slow pitch jig, and they don't all work as well. You'll get all sorts of copies that aren't as balanced and they don't flutter as nicely. But having used these this week and having seen how well they work, I would definitely recommend that brand right there.